What's going on? Give a minute for more people to get on here. What's going on, everybody? Got a new shirt on. The new Collections Day shirt. What y'all think about the shirt? Uh, I'm getting ready to get a shirt press come the beginning of the year. So what I wanted to talk about was goals for 2019. I'm definitely going to be getting a shirt press here. I've been talking to my buddy Ray as the entrepreneur, and he's been doing it for a while. I've been thinking about getting one for quite a few years already now, and I got some things coming up. I always want to have new shirts for my business, and I opened up a new page on Facebook, a new group page. So I know a lot of people are involved in the vending business, and I'm going to put out some good vending shirts and some other materials that we might need for the vending business. I know sometimes it's hard to find some of the things we're looking for, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the shirt. Leave me a comment. So it's just something I came up with real quick and wanted to add a different shirt to the collection. What we got here? Who we have on here? Jamie, what's up, man? Jamie, you've been working hard, man. It's hard to get in touch with you now. What you think about the shirt? I got another one in the working too. I got to go pick it up tomorrow. Ready for the trip next weekend. Y'all make sure y'all check it in next weekend because me, Jamie Farnsworthy from Farnsworthy Vending, and Reyes, the entrepreneur, we're all going to be meeting up. We're going to be going live. We're going to be going live like all weekend. We're going to be hanging out, partying, talking about business. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to be going live. So y'all make sure y'all check in on us. You like the shirt, huh? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, man. I'm definitely wanting to get some new things going to add to the business. I want to be able to do some shirts. So I'm definitely gonna be move this chair so I can lean back a little more comfortable. I might have to adjust this camera down a little bit too. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be wearing this Collections Day shirt when I'm going out on my collections. I think it's funny. I think it came out good. I wanted to put a quarter in the O2, but I guess that was too much to get done in the time span that I had. Like my chrome vending shirts where I put the quarter in it. But I'm gonna play with the design a little bit, and once I get my own stuff, when I get my own press and I got my computer screens here and I start playing with it, I could be creative and come up with some good ones. But also y'all let me know if y'all are interested in any type of shirts or y'all have any good ideas for shirts. Cause I definitely gonna be putting up some new ideas and different ones. Okay, here come all the notifications. Okay, so let's talk about some goals for 2019. What y'all give me some of your goals for 2019 because we got 2019 coming around the corner. And I know everybody starts making their New Year's resolutions come December, and they got ideas and things they want to accomplish and get done. If you start thinking about those things now and write them down, write down what you want to do and don't just put them on a to-do list. Put them in a calendar because if you put a to-do list half the time it won't get done, but if you put it on a calendar and you put an exact date to get it done, then you're more likely to get it done. More wealthy and successful people use calendars rather than to-do lists, and I fell in this category myself. I always had the to-do list, and I would try to get a lot of things done, but I would put it off and things like that. And then when I started writing on my calendar, that's when I started seeing that I would actually move forward on the things that I had planned, the things that I would write down on that actual date. And when I started doing that, I started getting a lot more accomplished. But Y'all make sure you use a calendar rather than to-do list. That's a good little piece of advice. It definitely worked for me. But think about those things when you move into the new year and you move forward into your New Year's resolutions, because it's so easy to come up with something and say you're gonna do it and this and that, and then like it never gets done. So many people say they're gonna lose weight or get in shape, or they're gonna start this business, or they're gonna learn a language, or what, I'm gonna learn to play the piano. But it's easy when you say it, but to actually take those little steps to do it every day, it's so easy to say, oh, I'm gonna learn Spanish, but nah, you don't. You like the idea of knowing how to speak another language, but you don't want to put in the time that it takes to actually memorize and learn 500 vocabulary words a week. Learn how to structure the sentence. I want to learn how to play the piano. No, you like the idea of knowing how to play the piano, but you don't want to sit there and play hours of scales and arpeggios, learning finger dexterity so that you can actually learn what it takes to play the piano. So it's the same kind of thing in anything you do. Instead of just saying, oh, I want to do this, actually start taking steps towards it. And start now. Don't wait till January 1st. Go ahead and start right now. So you're already setting patterns and building yourself towards those things that you really want to move forward with in 2019 in January. And applying it to the vending business, you might want to go ahead and just get you one machine if it's something you want to do. It doesn't have to be vending anything, but definitely those who are interested in vending, go get a vending machine. Don't be scared of just get you one. Start with one. If you find a good deal for two or three, grab a couple of them and just start going places. Put them up, and that's the way you'll expand. And it's not gonna make you rich overnight with a couple of machines, but as you expand, you might move forward into larger machines, and who knows where to take. Or maybe you just put a couple machines up, and you're happy bringing in a little something that pays a phone bill, or something that pays a Wi-Fi bill, or that's your gas bill for the month. Like, there's so many ways you can navigate the business. Let's see what we have here. I'm falling behind in some of the comments, so I'm going to catch up on them. Hello, Mike G. Do I have to get a permit and LLC starting off before I get a location? Well, what state are you in? China Evans. I know that every state is different. I know when I started out, I didn't start out with anything. I just got a machine and placed it. And when I placed it, I placed another one and another one. And then I wasn't really too much worried about it in the beginning because it was more like just a little side hustle. And I wanted to see what it would do. And as I got more and more out there, I had quite a few in a couple different clubs. And one of my buddies that owns a club that I had one in, he came to me one day when I went to go do a collection, and he told me that a guy from the city had came through and told him that I had to have a tax certificate for that machine. Otherwise, I couldn't have it in there. So I had no idea what he was talking about. And he led me into the office. He had some other machines in there. They had a basketball machine, and they had the punch machine and a couple other machines in there. And he took me in there and he showed me a piece of paper on the wall. He said that you got to get one of these. So I went down to the city and I told him where the tax office is. And the guy told me that I had to get a tax certificate for each one of my machines, and it would cover me for the entire year. And it wasn't a calendar year from that date, it was a fiscal year from the tax date. And what happened was I had to pay $3 for each machine. It didn't matter if it was a gumball machine, a full line machine, an arcade machine. I had to pay $3 just to get my tax certificate for the city. And I still got to pay taxes with the IRS, but that's just my city certificate to maintain my machine in that particular location. So at the time, I had however many machines that I had, and I got them. And the lady told me that she said, even if you put up 50 machines for the rest of the year, you don't have to worry about it until next year. And then I have to do the process all over for however many machines I have at that moment. I have to pay $3 per machine. So, anyways, I went back and re-upped when the year passed. And that's how I started out and moved forward into other things. You probably want to have insurance. That's definitely a big thing. If you have assets, if you own a house or maybe multiple houses or rental properties, and you have multiple cars, whatever. I don't know whatever assets you have. You got money in the bank. It might be a good idea to definitely get an LLC, because an LLC is a limited liability company, and you could put your business in that name. So if anybody ever sues you, they will sue whatever money is tied up in that business and that LLC rather than your personal assets. So, you kind of have to navigate how you want to play the playing field, how you want to go about it. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And I would definitely recommend getting with either a tax attorney or somebody who can really help you in your particular state, because each state the laws are different. But that's just good, like, foundational knowledge. What's up, Mike G? What's going on? Augustine Munoz. Beep beep, haha, I made it. What's going on, man? Um, Keith. Keith, love it, love it. Love the shirt, huh? Okay, cool, man. Glad to get good feedback from it. First thumbs up, yes, sir. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. I got 17 on here with 6 thumbs up. Bring those thumbs up for me so YouTube keep boosting my videos up. That's a good way to help my channel grow. I appreciate it. I just bought a gumball machine for $5 and it works. That's awesome, man. That's a good deal. Where did you get it from? For a lot of people that want to know, they might want to know where you got your machine from for $5. So would you get it in a garage sale, thrift shop, Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Market pages? Let us know where you got that gumball machine for $5. You gonna do a franchise or no? I don't know, man. I still got a long way to go until I start thinking about that. But we'll see what comes along, man. I just got to take it how it comes. I take it one step at a time, one day at a time. I definitely have plans to grow, but I try to take advantage of each situation as I see it and each contact that I meet, and just go from there. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? 2019, double the amount of locations I have. Start Amazon, FBA, and start an ATM business. I like that, Sean. I'm thinking about getting into the ATM machines myself. I've been thinking about those for a while. Just haven't come across the right deal yet. But I definitely like the idea of the ATM machines. I like the arcade machines as well. I want to get more arcade machines out. Whatever I do this year, I got to do more than what I did my first year. And I got to keep multiplying and growing. For New Year's resolution, I want to have $1,000 in my savings emergency fund. Okay. That's a good plan, man. Anytime you come to a resolution where you're trying to figure out how to save a certain amount of money, that's a good thing to do. Especially having a goal, man. When you set yourself goals, I think you should set that higher, man. As soon as you get approved for your monetization, your goals are going to go up. But it's good to set your goals small in the beginning, reach those goals, and then set higher goals. It's all about goal setting. $1,000 is easy to achieve, Jamie. Yeah, man, he's gonna get it. Jamie's got a hustler spirit. He's grinding. He wants to get it. He's definitely gonna get it. Challenge you to do 10,000 with me, Jamie. See, that's my goal. I want to make $10,000 in 1 month on YouTube by June, by my birthday in June. So that's my goal, to make that strictly from YouTube. So that means I really got to grind. I got to do a whole lot of stuff. But I like to set goals that are real hard to achieve. So that makes me push harder for it. Ray Torres, what's up, Mike? Good to see you on. What's good, man? I had somebody comment on my skydiving video that I did earlier, and I remember we were talking about that last time. We're gonna get a group of people. We already got about like 4 or 5. I'm gonna try to get like a group of 10. See who wants to go and jump out of an airplane with me, a perfectly good airplane with me with a chute. Next time I go, I'm planning one for. We started talking about it last time I was on live about going for spring break right around like March, April time next year. So I got a group of people that said they were already down to go. Got about four. See if we can get up to 10 before that time. I'm gonna plan the trip and put it together. Do a nice little video. That'd be cool to have about 10 of my subscribers come on there with me. 10 other vendors. We all jump out that plane with some vending shirts on. 12 honor boxes in 2018. 18 more machines in 2019 for a total of 30. Yeah, man, you can do that. You definitely gonna hit it, Keith. I see you out there, man. You're always making an improvement. You're always coming up. So as long as you keep that mentality where you just going at it, and don't stop, man. Stay consistent. You don't gotta be the smartest. You don't gotta be the the best looking. You don't gotta have the most money, the best car, the fanciest clothes. Like it don't take none of that. It just takes grinding every single day. When you wake up, have your goal. Move with a purpose. Don't just move lackadaisically and nonchalant around everything. Actually move with a purpose through your day. And when you move with a purpose, you'll get more things done. That's what I try to do anyway. It works for me. Keeps me on my toes. Hello, what's going on? Good evening, everyone. Joyce Grisham. Taylor Garner, real question. What liabilities are involved in the vending biz? Okay. For the most part, you usually don't have too many. But I guess if somebody's playing around with a machine, a full line machine, maybe it could fall on somebody and hurt them, something like that. Maybe if somebody's moving it, maybe I don't know, maybe some kind of electrical shock or something could happen. Uh, I guess peanut allergies or certain allergies in certain foods, especially when you're dealing with the smaller candy machines. Maybe allergies from any of the products, allergic reactions, things like that. Maybe kids choking. Uh, Usually it's not too many incidents, but it's just good to have insurance just to be covered. You can get a 1 million, 2 million. They call it the 1-2 insurance policy. That's the one that I got after speaking with Ray, and he told me a lot of things and broke a lot of it down to me. But I ended up going with the 1-2 policy, and you can find that for between $300 to $500 for the year. So it definitely protects you, and that's liability coverage. You can go into other things as well, but as long as you got liability coverage, that's probably one of the most important. Uh, what do we got here? How many candy machines do you have now? How many claw machines and how are those going? Uh, I'm sitting around 100 machines, the small all together. But my claw machine, I actually only have one. I actually spoke with a woman about a claw machine today, and I walked through the flea market. I had to go over there, and I was looking around, looking at some locations, talking with some people. It's where I got my shirt made actually, and I saw a woman had like a supersized claw machine. It's like one of the double size ones, double the size of the one that I have. But I was speaking with her, and I asked her if she wanted to sell it, and she did, and she gave me a low price. So it may be something that I definitely want to get from her. I gotta go back and talk to her some more about it. But I definitely want to get more arcade machines. Um, hmm, let's see here. I got some new videos coming out soon. I'm working on a few of them right now. I'm always getting footage, so I got a lot of stuff. I just got to edit some stuff up. I'm gonna do a renovation video here soon of one of the machines that I just pulled out. I'm gonna put some metal flaps on it and put it out. It's those actually they're stainless steel, and those things definitely don't break on my Vinstar. I got a few locations coming for full line soon, so I'll be having some videos come up with those. But I got a whole list of different videos that I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna take it how I take it and put them out little by little. Um, I always try to get at least one video up a week, but sometimes if I get more things done and I have time that I can edit my videos, I'll try for two or three. But I definitely get one video up, and I definitely try to go live at least once or twice a week. Our Vinstar 6000 machine, a good investment. I never got the 6000 of Vinstar. I've always got the 3000s, but I don't really know the difference when I look at them online. They look very similar. I've never gotten one of those machines, so I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else who's on has one of those, and they could tell you or fill you in a little bit more about that one. Might get some t-shirts done for your channel. I'll buy a few to support the channel. Hey, that's awesome, man. I'm definitely going to. I was saying in the beginning, I don't think you were on yet, but I just got this one done, the Collections Day shirt. So I'm gonna definitely get a few of these. I don't know, maybe if I can get about maybe like 20 people that want one. Maybe I'll see if I can get a few done. I was saying that one of my goals for the new year is maybe around January to try to get me a shirt press. January, February, somewhere right in the beginning of the year. I want to get a shirt press, and I want to start learning how to do some of my own shirts. I've been speaking with my buddy Ray as the entrepreneurs. He got a channel. If y'all don't know about him, y'all check him out. But he started his um, YouTube channel with a lot of hustling videos, doing a lot of different entrepreneur things, and screen printing and making shirts was one of the things that he did. And I'm getting ready to meet up with him. I'm going to talk with him a little bit more about it, get some inside tips from him because the man knows what he's doing. So I always try to get in touch with people who've already been there and done it, so I can save myself some of the time and steps of making mistakes that he's already done. And I'm real creative, so I got ideas of different shirts I want to do. So I'm definitely going to be putting them up. I'll be putting them up on my Facebook group. Uh, y'all check me out at Chrome Vending on my Facebook group. Make sure you go over there, send a request. I'll put you in so that you can join the group. It's all about vending, all of the vendors. If you have any questions or you want to go in there and look for machines or post stuff to sell things on machines, or just generally want to talk with other vendors and see what other vendors have going on. See, I mean, it's all type of stuff on there. So y'all come on and send me a request, and I'll add you to the group. I think your shirts should say Collection Day, not Collections Day. But the reason I put it like that is because it's multiple collections at different locations. I do a collection at this place, a collection at this place, a collection at this place. So it's multiple collections. So that's why I pluralized it. Approximately how many bulk candy machines and locations do you have or did you have before getting into full line? Uh, I don't know, maybe like when I got my first full line machine, I may have had about 40 or so. Uh, I don't know exactly, but I actually got my first full line machine, which was a soda machine, and I got it at a location that I did have one of my Vinstars. And the guy told me, he says, "Man, my guys are going through the candy so fast. Can you get us a full line machine, like snack and soda machine?" And at that point, I didn't have any already ready, but I knew a guy who had one that he probably would want to get rid of. So I said, "Yeah, man, I get you one." And I went over and talked with a friend of mine who had one sitting at his gym, and it was just sitting out back. He didn't know if it worked or not. I took it. I got in touch with another guy, started playing with it, and realized I only needed some locks. And I needed to drill the lock and put a new lock in, and that was pretty much it. It needed a new bill acceptor as well, but everything else was good. So I got a good deal on it. I put it in there, and that's what started me moving more into the full line. Because after I put the soda machine in there, then I was looking for a snack machine, and I just went from there. But at the same time, I wasn't really diving into full line. I just put that one up and then continued with my candy machines, putting them out, and they just seemed a lot easier to get in. And now I want to get more full line and more arcade. I want to kind of change things up. I definitely want to do the ATM machines. because I feel like ATM machines are are really profitable. I know I've been speaking with a couple other vendors who do the ATM machines, and they say they make a killing in certain places. They put them like in the fairgrounds when they have the fair come into town. They'll put them in there for a couple of days, and they say they make a killing over there. And then like certain other locations, you can really do good with them. So it's all about your location in anything you do. So I'm always trying to talk with other vendors in different places all around and see what type of ideas they have and see what I can use to my advantage. At the same time, I share what I do and my experience, but I'm a student just as well as a teacher and sharing for the things that I do. But I'm definitely more of a student because I'm learning from everybody else as well. King of the blank screens. Okay, I like that name. That's an original name. What's up? Clawzilla, what's going on, man? Y'all go check out Clawzilla channel. Get that hustle on every day. He's always playing on the claw machines. He's got a YouTube channel. He's over 1,000 subscribers. He's grinding over there too. He wins a lot of. He goes in and plays a lot of claw machines, and whatever he wins, he donates to a lot of different places. And that's a good little thing he's got going on over there. Matthew Reed, will you do a franchise later on or no? Your name and some skills. I mean, if it comes to it, that'd be definitely cool. I always read uh biographies on people who are super successful. I think about people who like Sam Walton, who came up with Sam's and Walmart, and he started with the nickel and dime store, and just different people who have taken certain things to the next level. And I always believe in myself, no matter what anybody thinks about me, or whatever what anybody may think may not be possible. I always try to believe in myself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then you've already failed. But I don't know necessarily what's waiting in the future, but I know that each day I want to constantly improve. I want to do better. I don't think anything's too big to reach, too big of a goal. So we'll see what happens. That's definitely a cool idea. I don't really know. I don't know what's going to come along between now and then. Something else might come along and drift me in a different direction, or something might keep me on that path. Not really sure exactly what's going to happen, but as long as I'm continuously improving, I'm happy with that. Thank you for the spot on response regarding liabilities. Definitely, definitely appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no problem, man. I try to share my experience as best as I can. Uh, Reg Nichols, sad day today. I just lost two locations. I will be heading out tomorrow to try find them a new home. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I've lost my share. I remember I did a video actually where I lost three locations in one day, three separate locations in one day. Just recently, I lost the flea market location. I've definitely lost my share. I don't put everything in my videos, every single thing that I do, but I do try to share, a good vast majority. And I just there's no way that I could edit all that footage and get everything in there, but I try to hit on certain topics. I make it a little entertaining, make it a little educational, whatever I can do. Um, but I lost the flea market location, and the stand that I had was six machines on that stand, and then my tattoo sticker machine had four separate ones. So it was almost like 10 different machines, 10 separate machines in that one location. But I'm definitely on the grind looking for some new locations to make up for that void. It really only made anything on Sundays. It was open on Saturday and Sundays to the public, but it really only made anything Sundays. But it still was a good location. It still sucked to lose it. What do we have here? Oh, okay, man. Augustine Munoz. Thank you for your info and motivation. I appreciate it. 4.99. That's a $5 super chat. I appreciate the donation. Everything that's donated for the super chat is definitely going into improving my equipment as my channel grows. But it's definitely going into that. So I appreciate it, man. Uh okay. Caesar 44. Got here. Man, that's a crazy name. Okay, Keith. What's up, man? An employee at Dairy Queen smashed my honor box and took the money. Was upset too, but went down the street and placed another honor box. That's crazy, man. But you know, you're gonna have people out there. You always have negative people out there. There's always negative people. You just gotta try to keep moving, man. I know I can understand how upsetting that would be. I remember at the flea market, one of my machines had gotten ripped open and the money was taken out of one of the slots. So I'm not really sure what happened, but things happen sometimes, and it's gonna happen with any business. Doesn't matter. Negative things happen. You just have to turn those negative things into positive things. An optimist will always see the opportunity in every difficulty, where the pessimist will always see difficulty in every opportunity. So, you know, it's really up to you what you choose to do, man. You know, how you choose to look at things. You always have to have a good sight of things. It's all how you look at it. They say it's only 10% what happens to you in the world. The other 90% is how you react to it. So it's all about your reaction. I want to share a little like a dage. I remember it's like a little story. Said it was a little kid got a baseball bat and a ball, and he went outside and he threw the ball up in the air and he said, "I'm the best batter in the world," and he swung the bat and he missed. So he looks down on the ground, he picks the ball up. You know, he wasn't discouraged. He looked at the ball again. He held the bat up. He said, "I'm the best batter in the world." He threw the ball up and he swung again and he missed again. He looked down at the ball. He grabbed it. He picked it up. Looked a little sad for a minute, but then the smile came back on his face. He said, "I'm the best batter in the world." He threw the ball up again. He swung and he struck out. The third time he struck again. He picked the ball up. He was looking sad for a second. A big smile came on his face. He says, "You know what? I'm the best pitcher in the world." So it's really all how you look at your situation. You know, as long as you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. It's always going to be naysayers. People say, "Man, you're never going to make any money with those coins, with quarters, vending machines." It's a start. You don't have to be a millionaire overnight. Nobody does that. Start somewhere, and then build your way up to the larger machines that make more money, and then get a whole bunch of them, and even create a franchise. Like like the guy saying on it, create a franchise. Create not even a franchise. You don't have to just make make it. You know, make it something that's tangible, something that is actually going to take care of you, and then you can still do other things until you get to the point where you turn it into your full-time business. And it's not really much work. You find the location, you put it there, you fill it, you collect your money, you fill the machine. Now sometimes you'll have machines that'll be damaged and you got to fix them. And in the beginning, it's either you put the work and time in and fix it yourself, or you pay somebody to fix it, or you buy brand new machines. If you got to buy used machines in the beginning, maybe you have some issues, but as you make more money, invest in new machines and you don't have to worry about as much maintenance on it. But anything's possible that you want to do. You just have to focus. Collections day sounds correct, but he's doing multiple collections in a day. Just saying. Yeah. I mean, I could get them done either way. I could actually do an apostrophe s because that shows possessive. It shows the possession of, the day of collections. I guess it's all kind of different ways to do it. It's all how the person perceives it. Love your channel. Thanks a lot, man. What's a good price for a vending machine? Quarter ones. It all depends on the machine and it depends on the condition. And if you just buy one, are you buying brand new? Or are you buying used? There's like a lot of factors to consider when you're asking about a vending machine, and then all of them aren't created equal. Certain machines are worth more, and certain ones are worth less. And then if you have to put work into it, then you have to take all that into consideration. But if you buy just a single machine, you'll probably pay more than if you buy a bulk of them. And if there are certain issues, like sometimes people don't have keys to machines and you've got to drill them out or pick them and then buy new keys and locks, or if there are certain issues, definitely you want to talk the person down. But it really just depends. I wouldn't pay over $100 for a candy machine. I'd pay significantly less than that. If somebody's trying to get you for more than $100 for a used one, then you probably don't necessarily want to do that unless it's like one on a rack with multiple ones. But I try to keep it. I try to always offer less than what they're asking. Put the Chrome Vending logo on the back of that shirt. Then you'll have to make the Sky Team shirts too. Yeah, I actually got the YouTube logo on the back of this shirt. But the one I'm getting tomorrow, it definitely has the Chrome Vending on it. So it's gonna be real nice. It's for the vacation that I'm taking next weekend. So from the 30th to the 2nd, I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be with Farnsworthy Vending and Ray as the entrepreneur. And we're definitely gonna be putting up a lot of live videos. Have you ever done honestly boxes? No, I never did those. I never did the charity boxes or the honesty boxes. I actually went right into the bulk machines. But my buddy Farnsworthy, Jamie over there at Farnsworthy Vending, he did them. Keith Hoff does them. Brian LaRue does them. There's quite a few people that do those machines or that do those boxes, and they do pretty well with them. Me personally, it just was never something that I wanted to get into. I did consider it when I saw everybody doing them. I was gonna get about 10 of them just to put them out and do a video on it and get my take on it. And I still might. Who knows? I might just do it to do it. It wasn't something that I wanted to get into or wanted to pursue. Not saying anything bad about it or anything wrong with it. It's a good option. But just me personally, I didn't take that route. I still might, but not really 100% sure yet. How are the soda and snack machines going? Uh Honestly, the soda machines tend to do better for me. Uh like I don't have a whole lot of full line locations, but I'm not I haven't been out there diving into them like I did with my bulk candy machines. I just kind of been taking them slow, but I kind of transitioned more towards trying to get some arcade machines and put together an arcade because that's something I definitely want to try to do. Uh, do you see the candy business moving to organic and healthier options? Brian Kochafani, Kochaf, what is that? Is that a German last name? No, I don't know what that is. Uh, Sorry for butchering your name, buddy. Um, I don't think so. I think there will always be, people who like the healthy choices, and I think there will always be people who don't want the healthy choices. Um, I try to stay as healthy as I can and eat good and exercise regularly, but at the same time, I enjoy, you know, certain things as well. I enjoy having pizza and burgers or candy and stuff like that sometimes too. So I think it will always be a market for it. If you get certain places, then you can do good with it. As a matter of fact, I like the bulk machines because rather than buying a whole pack of candy, you can go put 25 cents in and get a little handful of candy, settle your sugar cravings, and you didn't get the whole bag. And then you feel like you're almost obligated to eat it because you don't want to throw it away. So that's definitely a good take on that. Mike, I have my daughter and son-in-law willing to go on the skydive. That makes three from my side. This team building quick. Gonna need two planes. Yeah, they can fit quite a few people in that plane. You definitely will have to go tandem if it's your first few times going, especially if it's your first time or the first couple times. So they can fit about 12 people in the plane where I go, along with the tandem jumper. So I gotta call my buddy Pasquale who owns the place. He's like the head of it. It's his place, and I made pretty good friends with him because I helped him fix some issues with his machine when I went over there. But I'll definitely get us something planned up for spring break. Never giving up. I got this. That's the attitude, Keith. Hey, Mike, thanks for all the great info. I have an opportunity to buy a 180 stop route with machines, candy. My question is, what's a good price per stop when buying multiple stops? Okay, now that's awesome, but the question is really too vague for me to really give a descriptive answer to that. Um, I don't know what type of machines you're talking about getting. I don't know the locations. You definitely, my advice would be talk to the person more, try to figure out what they're grossing yearly, and then what they're netting from that. And I think the gross is more important because then it lets you know what each location is bringing in. Now you could change the net based on how much product you've given out for the money, but you definitely want to know the gross because that lets you know what each location does. How much does this location bring in per month, per week, whatever, if it's full line or bulk, you definitely want to figure that out. But it's really hard to say. And then you got to take all those numbers. It's all about math. You got to figure out your numbers and you got to go with the math and figure out how much are you going to spend on the machines? How much do they make monthly? How much do they make yearly? How much do you have to put back into the product? How much is your profit margin going to be? And how long is it going to take for you to make your return on investment, your ROI? And once you get those numbers together, get a piece of paper, get a calculator, and start putting those numbers together. And once you see that you're going to start profiting, then it's probably something you want to get into. And I would definitely display those numbers. Hey, man, based on what you told me, you know, your business isn't worth as much as you're asking because it's going to take me this long to make my money back, and I can only make this much. And then you shoot a counter offer. So when you have all the facts, it's just easier to go at it. Taylor Gamer, $5 donation. Hey man, I appreciate the donation. Appreciate the super chat. Local guy selling the route and machines for $5,800. Claims the biz nets 4,200 a year, 350 a month. Established locations, etc. Worth it. Thanks, bro. Okay. How many machines are in this route? $5,800. Claims the biz nets $4,200 a year. Okay, so it's going to take you over a year to make your money back. Taylor Gamer, tell me how many machines are in this route and what type of machines they are, because sometimes I need just a little bit more information. Because if you're dealing with bulk machines, then that can change drastically. Soda and snack machines, usually those may be a little better if you're dealing with full lines, but if it's 100, it's got to be small machines. $5,800, 350 a month. Let's see what we got here. Hey, got a break for dinner. Hope to catch up later. All right, man. Coaches Fahani. Okay, did I say that right? Where is the where is the etymology of that name from? All locations are within 20 minutes of each other. FYI. Okay, well that's good because you always want to keep in consideration your windshield time because driving around from here to there to there, that's a lot of time investment. It's a lot of money and gas and just wear and tear on your car. All those things you got to keep in mind. Thanks. I'm looking to get into the business for fun as a business student. Also, would you prefer to buy a used BUR made in USA bulk candy machine or a brand new import machine? Okay, I actually have a video about buying used versus buying new machines. And I think it depends on your current financial situation. If maybe you don't have quite as much money and you just want to create something and get started, I would say definitely you probably want to look into some of the used machines because you can get better deals and you can get a bulk of them and you can get going. And when you don't have money, you have to invest more time into it to maybe buy some spray paint, clean them up, some cleaning supplies, and take care of them real nice and put them up. But you got to be careful. You don't want to get something that's going to take too much time and it's too much time investment. You want to get something that's still like still is kind of okay, but just doesn't have too many issues. Maybe you got to spray paint a little bit, or maybe you have to change the locks or something simple. You don't want to get into something that's going to just have your money just sitting there. You want it out on working for you. But if you have a little more money and you're not starting from the grind up, then I would definitely recommend maybe if you might not necessarily have to get brand new machines, but buy newer machines, or maybe find somebody getting out of the business who has machines, and you want to get a hold of the maybe it didn't work for them, but it could work for you. So you can maybe take over their machines or their route and get a good deal because they're just trying to get out, get rid of the machines, and they don't want to take a total loss, but they don't mind taking a little bit of loss. They just want to get rid of it and move on to something else. So if you can find a deal like that, I found some people like that getting out of the business, and I found tremendous deals like that. Bought the machines, sold a percentage of the machines, and made my money back that I put into it. And then I pretty much put my machines up for free because I'd already made my investment back with a few machines that I fixed up and sold, or just sold how they were as is. So that's just another way that you can do it, but either way can work. 24 mix refrigerated candy. Uh so that's the type of machines that you got. Um you just got to take into consideration how long it's going to take you to get your money back. If it's going to take you over a year to get your money back on those machines, might not be that great of an idea. You probably want to start trying to break even or so within less than a year, within 6 months or so if you can. But remember, the more that you put out, you're always going to be trying to get back even again. Me, I take whatever I make and try to put it back in the business in some kind of way or the other. I take a little out, but I always try to invest back in. It's a Persian name. Okay, Persian. Persia, Iran. Refrigerated snacks and pop, candy only, a mix of all. Refrigerated snacks and pop. Okay, so like a combo machine. What is the best candy for? It depends. I would say probably peanut M and M's. Peanut M and M's might be one of the better candies. It all just depends. Different locations have different people that like different things, but definitely I know peanut M&Ms do well in a lot of places. Skittles do well in some places. I got jelly beans do great in a lot of places. Mike and Ike's definitely do good. Um, Even regular M&Ms do good. But you just kind of have to play with your location, try a few things, try a chocolate snack, whether it's M&Ms, regular peanut M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, peanut butter M&Ms, maybe some kind of chocolate with some kind of candy, whether it's runts or jelly beans or Mike and Ike's or hot tamales or just some Skittles, some kind of candy, and then maybe some type of gum. And then you offer a variety. Those are usually the top three that I choose. And every once in a while, I'll put something different, but usually it has to do, it's per request at the place that I'm at. Thanks, Chrome. I appreciate the tips. No problem, man. What do we have here? Okay. I bought a route of 7 bulk machines with 4 extra for 500. The guy never serviced them. When I collected and restocked them, I have $412 in them. Sometimes you get lucky like that. I've bought machines before, and when I got them home and opened them up, there was money in them, and I did my first collection without even putting it up. So that's one of the greatest collections when you first get the machine and you're already doing a collection and you're already getting some of your money back. That's a really good feeling. I've done that quite a few times. I actually have videos where I'm drilling into locks and getting some of the money out that's in there, getting ready to put new locks in. And I have some live feeds that I actually did where I drilled them out. One time it took me forever to get in. It's because the drill bit was worn. I went and got a brand new drill bit at Lowe's and went right in like 2 minutes. Oh, Taylor Gamer, man. Oh, that's Garner. I keep saying Gamer. The R and the N looked like an M. It looked like an M. I appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for everybody who's donating on here. Here's another $5. Keep grinding, homie. I appreciate it, man. It's definitely gonna go right back into the channel. I'm gonna be doing, all type of stuff coming up here soon. Trying to get my YouTube a little higher to the point where it's actually sustainable, just like I did with my vending business. I'm trying to get my YouTube a little bit higher. Things are picking up. I'm getting more subscribers, more people coming on. I'm building a nice little community here, so I really enjoy all my subscribers, everybody who comes on here and interacts with me and talks with me about the vending business. You can check out my Instagram page. It's Chrome Vending 2018. The E's are 3, so it's CHROM 3 V3 NDING, and then 2018. And come January 1st, I'm going to change it to 2019. It's going to change every year. That way everything's fresh and updated. But y'all can follow me there. Come on there. Interact with me there. You can interact with me on my Facebook page, Michael Chrome. I also have a Facebook group for all vendors. Any questions you have, anybody new, anybody who's a veteran vendor, just you want to come on there and share information, looking for information, you just want to interact with other vendors, make sure you go on there, send me a request to join the group, and I'll go on there and I'll go on there and accept you to the group. It's growing. I just started it not too long ago. I started it this week, and it's already over 100 people in there, so it's growing pretty good. I want to build it up. That way we have a nice little community. Any information you have, you can go in there. We have other vendors who can put their input in, and we just keep helping each other build up, because that's the total goal, is just to be better each and every day. And what better way to do it than to learn from people who are already there? That's what I have in my coin shooters. Oh, peanut M&Ms, DDK14. Yes, sir. What is the group called? The group is Chrome Vending. If you go and look under Michael Chrome, that's my Facebook page, my vending page. It should be attached to that same page. It'll be Chrome Vending. So yeah, y'all go over there and check that out. I'd love to have you on the channel. Bring your input, bring your questions. If I don't answer, there's plenty of other people on there who will. You can post your achievements, your everything that you're doing, your progress, all your progression. We want to see your new machines when you get good deals. Is this a good deal? Does anybody know what type of machine this is? Just any questions that you have, it's a good format, a good place to go to, that you can just ask questions, and people will give you input and give you their ideas and their thoughts. And I like how the page is. This is what I am buying. What is it that you're buying? DDK14. A coin shooter? I was gonna get a coin shooter as well, but it never came through. I had 2 people said they were gonna send me one, and I never actually went in to get one, but I had 2 people said they were gonna send me one. Neither one of them sent it. But by the time that was gonna come through, I was already moving into some other things. But I know some people that were doing really well with those coin shooters. They put them in clubs or little bars, and they will offer drinks as a prize if people can get them. And a lot of people were playing them, and they were doing pretty good with their videos with them. Very handy. Where to buy stickers? Okay, I see some friend requests coming through. Very handy. Where to buy stickers and everything if you're a vendor. You do want to join that group. Yeah, definitely. There'll be all types of things on there. You can definitely learn a lot if you want to learn more about the vending business. If you're already a vendor and you want to learn more, or just talk with other people, or if you're fresh and new and you just want to, maybe you don't want to dive in just yet. Maybe you want to talk with some people and see what other people have going on. Maybe you want to get some inspiration from other people, or get encouragement and see other people doing things. It's great when a lot of people can share their story, because maybe I share my story, and my story, it might resonate with you, and it might be something that encourages you. Or maybe what I'm saying doesn't encourage you, but maybe what somebody else says may encourage you, or that might be the one who gets you going. And maybe you get a vending machine or two and it's not for you, and you sell them, and maybe you learn something about being an entrepreneur, learn something about that business that moves you on and elevates you to another level doing something else. Like I said, I'm getting ready to get a shirt press come January. I'm not gonna stay stagnant in one thing. I move from one thing to the other and still try to hold on to these other little active income or these passive income wheels that I've set up. I want to set them up and really put some effort into them to get them to the point where they're self-sustainable. And then I don't have to put as much work in. I can just maintain it, just a little maintenance. And then I go over here and I set something else up. And I put a lot of work into it, grind on it for maybe a year or so, two, get it going, and then just maintain them and then move over to something else. And when you establish a lot of little seeds, it's what you call seed income. You're planting your seeds, and then you're watering them, they're getting their sunlight, they're producing their photosynthesis process that they're going through, and then they start growing. It takes a while to get that seed to grow and sprout. But once it does and it starts going, and once it gets to the point where you need it, you put your fertilizer and you just maintain those forms of seed income. And as you continue doing that, you continue to grow multiple forms of income. And that's how really people get wealthy. It's not trading your time for money, going to clock in at a job and trading your hour, each hour, for money. Now, sure enough, I'm not telling anybody to quit their job, because you got to have your active income. And I say this all the time. Don't quit your job to just go and pursue something, because it's going to be a lot harder. You know, take your 8 hours that you work at your job, or if you work part-time, whatever it is, put your time in at your job, keep that money coming so it pays the bill, it puts food on the table, takes care of the things you need to do, and take a little percentage, take it off the top. The recommended amount is taking 10%. If you make $100, take 10, put it aside, and figure out how to get by on that 90. If you make $1,000, take 100, put it to the side, and figure out how to get by on 900. Like, you can figure out how to get by on 90% of what you're making. Because if you try to pull it off the end, you take care of everything, and you try to get your 10% at the end, it's never going to be there. Take your 10% off the top, put it to the side, take care of what you have to do with this. You just got to get by. You got to figure out how you got to deny yourself in the beginning so that you can build up that 10% and invest in something so that it's growing. Keep that 10% growing. If you can't do 10, do at least 5. But take something, take a percentage off, and start investing in something. If you work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, when you come home, what do you do that ninth hour for yourself? Take that ninth hour and invest it in something for yourself. Whether you write a book, you make a song, you make a video, you buy a vending machine, if you sew, whatever it is that you do, figure out a way to invest that 10% or that 5% or whatever you put aside into something on the side and grow it. Just keep growing it. And as it keeps growing, don't stop, don't quit. Keep it growing. And then figure out a way to move into something better. Find a way to make things better each time. And if you do that, I guarantee you will find success. Might not happen overnight, but it takes a while. These things build up. It's an analogy that I gave, like taking off in an airplane. You got to get the momentum to take off the ground. When you're running down the tarmac and you get that lift for the flaps to go up and you're going up in the air, you're taking off slowly. That's your grind. That's your work time. That's all the work you're putting in. You're going up, you're going up. And sometimes you don't just go straight up. Sometimes it's like you do this number, you're going down, you might go up a little bit and you go down even more. And it's like, what's going on? But it leads you into something else. And eventually, if you keep pushing, you're going to find a thing that actually gives you lift and takes you off. And not until you get to this point where you're up here at the proper altitude can you then coast. And that's when it's passive income. So passive income don't exist in the beginning unless you already have money, and then you can just invest in something to make your money flip. But if you don't have money to start with, it takes work, it takes grind, it takes hustle, it takes consistency. You just have to stay on top of it. Grind, move, keep moving forward. Put a little work in. Even when you're tired, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to do it today. Oh, I'm sick, I'm hungry. Sometimes I forget to eat. I'm in here working on my videos. I'm trying to figure out another deal. Like you got to work so hard, you forget to eat, you forget to do things because you just grinding so hard on it. So I've been in here from 5 in the morning till damn 2 the next morning straight sometime because I'm just focused on certain things. I'm in that learning curve. And I realized I didn't eat. I didn't, I'm thirsty. I might get up to get some water, go use the bathroom, and I'm right back. But I'm focused on what I'm trying to do. So once you start taking that type of effort, that's when your business is going to take off. And it might not happen right away, but you're going to look back and you're going to think about all the grind that you put into it. And that's going to be the discipline that you develop for your next business thing that you start. Once you get to the point when you have a little money coming in and it's like, okay, I got a little money coming in from this now. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to spend it? I'm going to go buy some new clothes. I'm going to buy that new car and have a car payment every month to impress everybody who don't give a damn no way? Or are you going to take that money and invest it in something that's going to turn into an employee for you? You make your money become an employee and work for you. Now that money's making a little, and it don't have to be, people might laugh, oh man, you're making pennies over there. You're making nickels, you're making quarters. But you know what? You know what you got in your mind. You know what you're striving for. You know what you're achieving. Yes, quarters right now. And y'all laughing right now. They laughed at the Wright brothers too. They laughed at a whole lot of people who were very successful. But you know what? You know where you're going, and don't let nobody take you off of that path. Be like those horses running the race with the blinders. Like you shooing everybody off. It don't matter because you know where you're going. Obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off of what your prize or your goal is. Stay focused and you're gonna achieve it. And it might not happen the first month, it might not happen the first year. They say the average business in Money Magazine, Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc. Magazine, where they break down some of the most successful entrepreneur Forbes, just all type of statistics show that a lot of businesses really take between 7 to 10 years to really take off. So if you can do it faster than that, then you're already ahead of the game. If you're profiting, if you buy something or invest into something that starts making you a profit in your first year, you're ahead of almost everybody because it's very rare that you find a business that does that. If you buy into a Subway, think about the investment you got to make to invest into a franchise like that. They already have the protocol set. You're going to invest maybe 60, 70, 80,000 or better just to get going. But once you get into it, you start making your money back as the time goes. And you're not going to make your money back the first year sometime. You could if you have a great location, but then there's overhead and all type of things you got to put into consideration. If you start a vending machine business, like it's really not, it's not a business place that you have to pay for. You can do it out of your own house. You can do it for fairly cheap if you get used machines. You could really take off if you get a good location. You luck up and go to locations where you see 50 cars in the parking lot. You know you got either a customer base or an employee base driven location. It's gonna make money. And just start interacting with the people. When people come to your machines, hey, what type of snacks do you like? What type of drinks do you like? And just take this feedback. Take a clipboard with a paper and take notes. Listen what people are saying in your locations, and your things will sell more because you'll know what you want to put in there. So it all just depends on how you navigate your business, but you could take any business off. There's people out there sell manure, you know. So I mean, it's people sell water. It's not hard to get rich in America. It just takes a consistent grind. You got to stay on top of it. You got to move. You got to move forward. Take those baby steps every day. Like the saying I say all the time, by the yard it's hard, but inch by inch, anything's a cinch. So just make those small increments every day. I definitely like being on here talking with y'all. I like to speak motivational because these things that I say even motivate myself. I try to stay motivated. I want y'all to be motivated. I want y'all to go out there and make money. I want you to put in the comments below what you're doing to make money right now, what ideas you have that you want to make more money with, some passive income. I got 21 people on here. I got 19 thumbs up. I need a couple more thumbs up. Y'all give me a couple more thumbs up before I get off of here. We just passed the hour mark. So I'm getting ready to go get something to eat. It's about that time. My throat is getting dry. I don't want to take up your whole night, but I'm gonna have a video coming up here soon. I'm gonna go live coming up soon, probably later in the week. I'll be renovating a machine live. So I'm gonna be doing a Vinstar machine. I'm gonna be working on it, taking it apart, spray painting it. I got a few videos up on it, but I'm just gonna go live. So I answer some questions as I'm messing with it. But I appreciate everybody on here. Let me catch up on my comments real quick before I go. Um, my question from my 14-year-old son. He has been mowing since he was 11. Saved up his money. I'm putting in some too. He is 14 and trying to work smarter, not harder. That's awesome. I did that. That was one of my first hustles. I actually got a lawnmower from some money that I had saved up. I bought a lawnmower in a garage sale, one of those little push mowers, and I went around the neighborhood just asking everybody about cutting their yard, and I got a lot of people to cut their yard. You should try. Let me go through these comments quick. You should try a movie theater. I've already tried a couple of them, but some of them already had machines in there and they had vending contracts, so it was out of the question. And some of them were too small, and I had a few issues, but I'm definitely going to try a few more because those are definitely good locations. He buys the Jordans he wants, not me. That's good, man. It's good that you're teaching your son to do that at an early age. I buy pallets and I went into this. Okay, yeah, I've done the pallet thing myself. I recycled them for a little while, making a little money, doing a little side hustle, load them up in the truck and go and sell them. But the pallets went down in this area, so I kind of fell away from that. But it was a good little thing. When I was working at Lowe's, they always had them out there, so I was able to get a few of them and off them from time to time. 50-cent machine, passive income. It's all about that multiple streams of income. Let the money work for you. Mark Sado. Definitely, man. You got to make your money work for you. Who wants to work for every penny and every dollar they make? Turn your money into an employee. Make it work for you. Poor people buy liabilities. Rich people, not rich people, wealthy people. It's a difference. Wealthy people buy assets. Well, poor people have a mentality they just want to go buy things, junk. It's not making them no money. It costs them money. Well, wealthy people have a mentality they want to buy assets. They want to buy something that's going to make them money. If you start thinking like that, then your financial situation will definitely start to go up. I do decals as well as sublimation, press shirts and mugs, do vehicle wraps, whatever someone is willing to pay me to do. Now that's an entrepreneur. When somebody asks you what you do, you don't say I'm a plumber or I'm a construction worker or I'm a dentist or I do this. My thought is, what do you need done and how much are you willing to pay me to do it? Scrap, resell items, recondition, resell. Okay, yeah, that's hustling, man. Norm Butler, that's definitely the mind of a hustler. Always try to evolve it. Everything you're doing, how can you make it easier, invest less time doing it, and make more money out of it? Always try to figure out how to improve, whether you got to take on employees or whatever it is you got to do. How's the Facebook community group going? It's going good, man. I think I'm like over 100 members already, and I just put it up a couple days ago. So it's definitely awesome. I'm excited about, the direction the group is already starting to take. Glad everybody's already taking an interest and come in. Y'all make sure one more time for the people who just come on, send me a friend request to that group or send me a request to join and I'll go on there and accept you. And it's for anybody. You could be brand new at vending. You could be doing it for 50 years. Come on there with us. Let's talk. Let's talk about vending, chit chat, any questions. Like we can all learn from each other. Different people have great ideas that we didn't think about. So let's just all come together and figure out how to improve each one of our financial situation. Just got hip to your channel. Love the content. Liam Fisher. Okay, I appreciate it. Mariano Ortiz. Love you. I love all my subscribers, man. Thank you too. Reyes sent me here, by the way, liking the videos, bro. That's awesome. That's my man over there, Reyes, man. Reyes, cool dude. I'm going to be meeting up with him next weekend, him and Jamie. Y'all make sure y'all check us out next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to meet up. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be talking about vending. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, how to improve your finances, and we're going to be having a little fun. We're going to party a little bit because This is actually my I kind of put it together because it's my first year on YouTube. I just passed my 1 year mark, and I wanted to turn a pleasurable trip into a business trip at the same time because I killed two birds with one stone. But it just goes to show if you work hard, you can take some of the money you make and you can go and enjoy it as well. So you got to have balance. You can't work all the time. You can't play all the time. You want to work hard. You want to play hard. That way, you bust your butt. You make a good deal. You make some good money. You take it. You enjoy a little bit. I don't mean go squander everything, but you enjoy a little bit so that when you get back to work, you know what you're working for because you're having fun at the same time. So y'all make sure y'all go out there, make money, bust your butt, focus, but don't work too hard. Work smarter. Make your money work for you. And I'm gonna get off of here. I thank everybody once again for the donations that they made, the super chats. Y'all make sure you go check out the Facebook group. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'll answer your comment. And I'll see y'all next time. Make another video.